When I tell people I'm working on a novel, they naturally inquire as to what my novel is about. My reaction is to grimace, to look away sheepishly, and to awkwardly explain that I'm not equipped to tell them. It's not just them, not even my closest friends and relatives know what my novel is about. My novel is complex, I explain. There's too much going on to share in a casual conversation, and I don't want to do my work an injustice by dumbing it down. Generally, people affirm that my explanation makes sense and promptly change the subject. Why do I immediately feel uncomfortable when asked to talk about my writing? Why is opening up about my creative work so difficult? I can't even share my novel vision with my husband, the person I'm closest to in the world, and it's not because I don't trust that he'll respect and appreciate my work. It must be because my writing is the most deeply personal expression of myself. When I write, out comes my soul, and I feel deeply protective of it and am concerned specifically with how it is communicated. I will let my husband and friends read my manuscript eventually, but talking about it in the meantime, no way. Is this experience common to all writers, or do I have a problem? It seems like others are confident in their abilities and ideas and have no problem sharing their work with the world. Why not I? I have a few theories as to why I resist talking about my writing. First, writing has always been how I process my own existence and experiences. Even as a child, the stories I wrote reflected my deepest anxieties and desires, that which I did not communicate with any living person. I wrote to get these feelings out of my system. This is something I haven't outgrown. My grown-up work, perhaps better described as growing up work, also lays bare the ages of my soul, childhood dreams, teenage fantasies, and adult disappointments. There is nothing more vulnerable than exposing yourself as you were and as you are. This is what I do in my novel. I expose how silly, ignorant, foolish, proud, selfish, petty, impulsive, jealous, and possessive I have been. Imagine saying, my novel is about a supremely strange and disordered individual, and yes, it's semi-autobiographical. Awkward. Second, my vision for my novel is not exactly clear. Neither is the way I think about it. My ideas develop every day and have grown and changed immensely over the past 4 years, so it's hard to sum it up in a pretty little synopsis. I know what the novel currently is, but I'm not sure what it will become. I know its origins, but not its end. The final product is a mystery to me. I'm afraid of telling someone my novel is one thing, only for it to become something so much better. I don't want to leave people with incomplete or incorrect ideas about my work. They must know it well or not at all. And they won't know it well until they pick up a final copy for themselves and read it cover to cover twice. The day of that possibility is far in the future. Third, I tend to imagine that non-writers won't understand or appreciate my writing endeavors. I am sure that this is a blatant misconception, yet I have it nonetheless. I'm working on it. Readers, and even people that don't read often, are perfectly capable of appreciating a good story, a distinct character, a unique idea. I know I should give those close to me a peek into my writerly world. It's difficult to keep secrets from the people you love, and even though my novel does not compromise any of my relationships, being unable to talk about it feels dishonest, impersonal, and counterintuitive. This needs to change. I plan on making it change. My husband especially should be able to dissect me through my writing. It's his right to know me completely. These are my thoughts so far. As a child, I dreamed of publishing stories and novels and becoming a famous writer. I imagined it would be easy. Back then, I was proud of my work. I had no idea criticism existed, and self-doubt was absent from my girlish dreams. Now that I am grown, I feel less secure and more protective of my writing than I ever imagined was possible. But my dream persists. I want to hold hard copies of my tales in my hands one day. I must overcome this fear of talking about my writing, or I won't be able to share it in print either. There will be no chance of success if I cannot change. My plan of action? I have already completed step 1 and acknowledged the problem. Next, I plan to challenge myself to write a synopsis of my novel so that, when asked, I will be able to share an overview with the inquirer. Step 3 is less concrete, but it involves sharing snippets of my writing and ideas with people I trust, one person at a time. I will begin with my husband and then my close friends, and hopefully in time I will develop the confidence to share my work with agents and publishers. It is a long road ahead, but one I look forward to traversing. If you as a writer can relate to this at all, let me know in the comments section below. I hope that I'm not an anomaly in the writer world, and I hope that other people have had success in overcoming this problem, and if you have, please share that with me. I'd love to be encouraged that way. Thank you for watching, guys.